Hello, welcome to your 30-day yoga practice. I'm Lydia and today is day 20. We're going to be flowing through a morning movement practice today. So it's great to do first thing in the morning after you've woken up to start your day right. We're going to begin now by bringing the feet in line with the hips. Take a big breath in as we open the chest and circle the arms forwards. Just bringing some slow movement into the body. And you can make these circles bigger as the reps go on. And let's bring it back. Bringing the feet wider than the hips. Let's make some gentle circles, just warming up the hips, circling round in one direction. Keeping the shoulder blades back and down. And then let's bring it the other way. And stepping the feet back in line with the hips. Take a big breath in as we lower your right hand down that leg. Reach lower than the knee. Exhale as we come back up. Inhale as we lower to the left. Exhale, lift. So you're feeling a gentle stretch now through the side of the body. Relax the head. Engage the core as we lift the body up to center. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. One more. And return to center, working through the head and neck, circling round in one direction. And change direction. And then bringing the head back to center, working through the shoulders now. So internal rotation, we're going to roll the shoulder blades forwards. So they're open, tuck the chin. Exhale as we lift and open the chest, rolling the shoulder blades back and down. Lift the head, avoid crunching the neck. Inhale as we round, similar to your cat. Exhale as we lift and open. Bringing the chest up towards the sky. Let's work through two more. Really exaggerate the last one, so we'll round and really bend into the knees, tuck the chin. Exhale as we really lift, open and lengthen. And then bringing the body up to the top of the mat as we spread the toes. Inhale as we lengthen through the spine. Big breath in, reach the arms up, bringing the palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to floor, step or jump. Your chaturanga, pulling through to your cobra. And let's lift the hips into your first downward dog. 3 breaths here, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Walk through your down dog if that feels good for you. Keep a length in the spine. On your next inhale, let's step your right foot forwards. High lunge, ground that front foot. Lower the back knee. Inhale, let's reach the arms up. Exhale, bend into the elbows as we lengthen through the spine. Inhale, slowly come on out. Exhale, let's bend. Lengthen the hips. Inhale, come on out. Working through one more. And then slowly ground the hands either side of that front foot. Lengthen your back leg. And we're just going to rock forwards and back here. So we're going to find your triangle pose and then come back into your high lunge. Exhale as we lift, come back to your triangle. Really loosening off the hips. Keep that back leg engaged and the hips come high. If you don't if you don't straighten that front leg fully at the top, that's absolutely fine. And that back heel might touch the floor, but if it doesn't reach all the way down, that's fine also. Just acknowledge where your body's at. Working through 2 more breaths. And on your next exhale, let's ground that back knee. Big breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale as we twist, reaching up with your right arm, open the chest. And exhale as we lower, grounding that hand onto the floor. We're going to extend the back leg, shoot this front foot back, chaturanga. So bend into the arms. Inhale as we pull through to your up dog. And let's lift the hips into your downward facing dog. Shoulders away from the ears. Again, walk through the legs if that feels good for you. And on your next inhale, let's step that left foot through. High lunge. Control the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale as we bend into the elbows, lift the chest up. Inhale, come on out. Exhale, lower. One more. Ground in the hands either side of that front foot. Exhale, inhale as we reach up with your left arm. Open the chest, feel the twist. And exhale as we lower that hand back down onto the floor. Let's tuck the toes, lift the hips, and again, let's rock through this side, loosening off. Exhale as we lift up into your triangle. Nice and light on the fingertips. Being really mindful as you push and pull through each pose. From here, let's ground the hands, shoot the front foot back, your chaturanga. Inhale as we lower, pull through to your up dog, and let's lift the hips into your downward facing dog. Hips are high. Step through your legs if that feels good. And then let's bring it down into your first child pose, lowering the knees, relax the head. You can rock side to side through the hips here if that feels good to you. From here, let's walk the hands over to the right, lengthening out your left arm, and you can just rock into that left shoulder, opening up, taking some deep breaths. And let's walk the hands across, over to the left, lengthen and reach with your right arm, and let's rock into that right shoulder. Bringing yourself back to center, find your child pose. Inhale as we look for your tabletop, nice flat back. Exhale as you tuck the toes, lift the hips into your down dog. Inhale as you reach up with your right leg, three-legged dog. Let's bring that leg all the way through into your high lunge, reach the arms up. Exhale as we float into warrior two. Bending into your right knee, let's stay strong through your left leg. Lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale as we bend, find your range in your warrior two. Making sure your knee travels just over the ankle. Really lift and lengthen through this left leg. Either stay here or maybe lower that right hand down towards that right ankle. And you can either stay here or look for a bind. So we reach your right arm underneath that right leg. The left arm comes over the top. And look over your left shoulder. Wherever you are, hold for another 3 breaths. Untangle the arms, use the core muscles to lift the body back up to center. We're going to bring both feet to face forwards now. So you're in this wide triangle shape. Big breath in, lengthen through the spine, and we're going to slowly hip hinge down, pushing the hips back, finding a wide forward fold. Relax the head. You can bend into the knees if you need to. Make any stretches here that you might need. And then we're going to find length in the spine. So inhale as we reach the hands forwards, and we're going to really lengthen the spine here. And then in your own time, let's walk the hands all the way over to your left foot. Making your way over to that foot, let's look over your left shoulder. Lengthening through that left side. Maybe you can look all the way over to your bum. Have a look, and then slowly let's walk it back. Making your way to your right foot. Walking that left hand as far as it will go. And let's look over your right shoulder, looking for your bum. And let's bring it back to center, lengthening through the spine. Tuck the chin as we bring the hands onto the hips. Engage the glutes as we lift the torso up. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Let's toe heel the feet in. Looking for your triangle, we're going to turn your right foot out, lift and lengthen through the legs as we shift the hips towards the left. Imagine you're in a corridor, not forward or back. The hips go towards the left, the arms in line with the shoulders. Reach, reach, reach towards the right. Exhale as we lower. Use a block here if you need to. Hands in line with the shoulders, maybe you look up. 2 more breaths. And on your next exhale, let's slowly bring it on up. Bring in both feet, a little bit wider than your hips, toes turned out. We're going to bring the hands in line with the shoulders, working through 2 squats. Big breath in as we slowly lower the hips, past the knees. And exhale as we push through the toes. Engage your glute muscles at the top. Inhale as you lower. And exhale as we push through the floor to come on up to standing. Bringing the body up to the top of the mat. Strong mountain pose. Inhale, let's reach the arms up. Exhale, palms together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to floor. Step or jump. Your cobra. And let's find your downward facing dog. Inhale as we reach your left leg up, 3-legged dog. Bring that leg all the way through, high lunge. Inhale as we reach the arms up. Exhale, warrior 2. Nice, strong warrior 2 position. Ground the feet and engage the legs, feel the stretch. Big breath in as we lengthen the spine. Either stay here or lower that left hand down. Reach up and over with the right. Breathing into the belly. Maybe you look for a bind. Opening up that right shoulder. Grounding your right foot here. On your next exhale, let's slowly untangle. Bringing the body back up to center. Rotate that left foot back forwards. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let's find your hip hinge. Looking for your wide forward fold. We can work into a twist here. So lengthening the spine, walking the hands over to your left foot. Stay where you were before maybe, looking over that left shoulder. Or maybe reach out with your left arm. Open the chest. And exhale as we bring it back down. Let's make your way over to the right. Lengthen through the spine. Big breath in. Exhale as we reach with that right arm. And exhale, lower. Bringing the hands back to center. Let's walk it through the gap. See how far you can travel. And on your next exhale, let's bring it to center. We're going to reach for the toes here. So you can interlock your 2 fingers and thumb around your big toe, or you can reach for the back of the ankles. But I want you to find a halfway lift. Even if your hands are in front of you, I want you to find some length in the lower back. So the tailbone is lifted. Okay, wherever you are, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sink in deeper to that wide forward fold for 2 more breaths. And on your next exhale, let's slowly walk it out. Hands come in front of you. Hands come onto the hips. Lead with the chest as you engage your glutes to bring the body up to standing. Let's toe heel the feet back in. Finding your triangle on this side. Turning that left foot out. The heel will come in the center of that back foot. If your hips are tight or maybe they're super open, you might need to change it a little bit. So everyone's body is different. Let's bring the hips towards the right. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. And let's lower as you exhale. That left hand comes down that left shin. Ground the feet and keep reaching up with the fingers. Keep the fingers extended. Maybe you look up towards that right hand. 2 more breaths. Engage the inner thighs. It's an active stretch. And on your next exhale, let's bring it up to standing. We're going to keep the feet wide now. The toes are turned out. We're going to go into a wide squat. Bending into the knees. It's like a sumo squat. You get more into the glutes here. The hands are going to come onto the knees and we're going to drop one elbow into the center as you push that knee away. So it's a really nice stretch through the shoulder and then gently come back to center. Let's work on the other side. And you can press on the knee to help push and lengthen through the hips. Nice. Do one more each side, nice and controlled. Should feel quite good. And then let's lengthen the legs. Give your body a little shake, any movements that you might need. And let's walk it up towards the front of the mat. As we ground the feet, inhale as we lift and lengthen. Bringing the hands to heart center for 3 breaths. Let's just close down the eyes and find some stillness. From here, big breath in as we reach the arms up. Let's bring the palms together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to floor, step or jump. Your chaturanga. Lifting the hips into your three-legged dog. So we're going to reach up with your right leg here. Keep the hips square and that leg should be nice and high. Let's work through 3 crunches. We're going to bring that right knee to your right elbow, crunch. Back to three-legged dog. Now bring it to your nose, crunch. Three-legged dog. Now your left elbow, twist. And back to three-legged dog. Now let's step that leg all the way through, high lunge. Control the back knee down. Big breath in as you lift up and lengthen through the spine. Exhale as we shift the hips back. Bring the toes towards you. Let's feel it in the back of the front leg. Hold in for 3 breaths. Slowly bring it back into your lunge. We're now going to find a high lunge, so extend your back leg. We're going to step the hands in front of you, lengthen the spine, and lift this back leg up into a standing split. So you engage that back leg, all the weight goes onto your front foot. Either stay here or step the right hand in front of your right foot. We're going to open out into your half moon. We've done this on the floor a lot. So you're opening that top hip, reach up with that left arm and hold. Take your time to get there. If you're in standing split, maybe lower to a forward fold now. And from this half moon, let's slowly square up the hips into your standing split. Lowering the hands and then lower that leg into your forward fold. Give the shoulders a shake and let's slowly roll up through the spine. Bringing the body up to standing. Inhale, let's reach the arms up. You know what's coming now? Palms together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to floor, step or jump. Your chaturanga, pulling through to your up dog, and let's lift the hips into your downward facing dog. Inhale as we lift up your left leg, three-legged dog. 3 crunches, tap that knee to your left elbow, crunch. Three-legged dog. Tap your nose, high plank, three-legged dog. And now twist. Right elbow, hips are still high, three-legged dog. High lunge, you got it. Control that back knee down. Inhale as we lengthen the spine. Exhale, let's bring it back. Bring the toes towards you if that feels good. Keep the shoulders square and maybe the head lowers towards the knee. Ground in that front foot. Let's find your high lunge. Stepping the hands in front of you, standing split. Either stay here or take your time to open out into your half moon on this side. That left hand's in front of your left foot. A block is very useful for this one. So if you feel you can't reach the floor, maybe blocks or books. Wherever you are, hold for 2 more breaths. Exhale, bring it back to standing split. And let's lower that top leg, forward fold. Inhale as we sit down into your chair pose. Lengthen the spine. Keep the hips low. The knees are tracking the ankles. Bringing the palms together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let's bring your left elbow to your right knee. Push in the hands. Stay strong in the arms as we look over that right shoulder. And exhale, bring it back. Inhale, lengthen. Take your time to get there. Right elbow to left knee. Looking over your left shoulder. And exhale as we release. Lengthening the legs, forward fold. Either stay here for 5 breaths or maybe you step onto the palm of your hands where the toes come into your wrist joint. Relax the head. And then in your own time, slowly release off the hands. Let's shake it through the shoulders as we bring the body up to standing. Inhale, let's reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the palms together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to floor, step or jump, your chaturanga. And let's bring the hips back into your child pose. Relax the head. Rocking through the hips, taking some deep breaths. Working through your core, glutes and shoulders now. So we're going to come up to all fours. Stay strong through the arms. We're going to lift and lengthen your left leg. The foot's in line with the hip. Big breath in. Exhale as we reach up with your right arm. Keep this balance. Stay strong. Head's in line with the spine. Feel your core engage and push through that left hand. And exhale, lower. Let's go on to the other side. Reach and extend your right leg. Let's reach up with your left arm and hold. And exhale, lower. Really nice. Let's just stretch out the fingers and the hands here. So we can just interlock and stretch out the fingers if that feels good. Maybe you stretch out one finger at a time. As you open up each knuckle, stretching out. You can bring the thumb all the way down towards your wrist. That's a nice stretch. And then we can also stretch around the wrist so we can bring the palm facing you. This is really good if anyone does a lot of desk work or a lot of push-ups. Maybe from yoga, your wrists are feeling tired and tight. We're going to go into the hips and the glutes now. So we're going to come into pigeon. If you know you need some props, feel free to grab some. We're going to find a really good setup now. So you want to lift the left foot as high as you can in order to make a right angle. So if you feel like you want to do a simpler pigeon, we're going to bend into your back knee. Make sure that front foot's at right angle. Both feet are flexed. Inhale as you lengthen and then you lower down. You're going to relax into your pigeon today, taking a few breaths at the bottom. If you want to go into full pigeon, you lengthen your back leg. If you can hold on to that front foot, it avoids it slipping in. Obviously, if your knee doesn't allow the foot to be there, then drop it in if you need to, okay? So we're just squaring up the hips now. Relax that back leg. So if your foot is in line with the knee and you're hovering, okay, so if you're like this, pop a cushion or pillow here. So you're not just hovering, you're relaxing onto the block. Take a big breath in and exhale. Let's lower it down. So maybe you come onto the elbows. Maybe you relax the head, the shoulders. Just take some deep breaths here, feeling a gentle release through the back of the hips. If you do feel like you sink into the stretch, maybe the head comes onto the back of the hands. We're just going to finish with 10 breaths on each side. Feeling some tension release as you exhale. On your next exhale, grounding the hands underneath you. We're going to slowly bring that front foot back. You can either lift the hips and walk through your down dog or choose a child pose. And just take your time to bring the other knee up. So same again. This is a completely new size, so see how it feels. Maybe the foot comes up in line with the knee, but avoid forcing it. Use a cushion if you need to, and let's relax into that back leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let's relax into this stretch. 10 breaths here. Relax in the head, relax the shoulders, and just take some deep breaths. Taking your time just to sink into this stretch for 2 more breaths. And then let's bring the legs all the way around to the front, shaking out the legs if you need to, realign the hips, and we're going to finish with a nice body opener. So we can lengthen the legs here for more of an active stretch, lift the hips, open the chest at the top, or if you need to, bend into the knees. And wherever you're at, lift the hips high, open the chest and feel the glute muscles engage. We're going to hold for 5 breaths, and this is great way to start the day as you're opening up the body. And slowly lower the hips as you exhale. Let's bring the body down now into completely neutral pose. Relaxing the head, relax the arms, and feel the legs relax onto the floor. Maybe you want to bring the feet wide and the hands wider, as you want to keep this quite active as you go on with your day, whether it's a busy day. You want to be ready for it. So breathing into the belly, don't think about your to-do list, try and think about your breath in this present moment. Notice how the body feels. So as we lie here, we're going to deepen your inhale. So we're going to take a big breath in. And then exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. We're going to pause after your inhale. Inhale, hold. And exhale, release. Working through 3 more like that. Big breath in. Hold. Exhale, release. Let it all go. 1 more. And exhale, let it all go. Keep in this stillness for a moment longer if you have the time. If you're ready to wake the body up and get back into some movement, let's work through the fingers and toes, circling through the wrists. And gently roll onto one side, bending into the knees. And use your hands, bringing the body up to a comfortable seat. Onto the heels or crossing the legs. Lengthen through the spine. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Bringing the palms together. Namaste.